Hi everyone, and welcome to this video, the role challenge plays in overcoming your fears and doubts to give you greater confidence. For many of us, when we suffer from poor mental health, we know that it dramatically impacts not just our mental but also our physical health, because it tends to exhaust us and drain our energy levels too. The truth is though, it goes much further, impacting all areas of our lives, such as it can greatly detrimentally impact our confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, and often the way we communicate with others too. The reason for my knowing this is because this was once me too. 6 years ago I was sitting in this exact spot where I am today in St George's Square Gardens in Pimlico, London. And I was a very different Paul back then to the one you see before you today. Perhaps you're intrigued to know more about this transformation. Well, let me take you to that time and space 6 years ago. I was just over a year into my healing journey with Tony Selimi, a globally known transformational life and business coach, specialising in human behavioural, emotional intelligence and the psychology of creating a healing mindset and maximising human potential. Well, on that day, Tony asked, "Paul, would you like to make a personal video about your mental health healing journey?" A personal video, but filmed in a public space. Well, at first, I greatly resisted. In truth, I was petrified to do so. But eventually, I accepted and went ahead with the video. And although Tony challenged me upon his asking, he also supported me by being there as it was filmed. And as I learned from Tony, it is on the cusp of both challenge and support where we grow the most. Afterwards, after I had overcome my fears, doubts and lack of confidence, Tony asked me how I felt. I replied that I felt good about it, that I'd achieved something that I never thought I could. Suffering for decades from poor mental health can not only obliterate your psychological and physical health, it can kill your self-confidence too, leading to many who suffer becoming introverted and fearful individuals, whose preference, like billions globally, is to suffer in the trauma of silence, as was once my case. Before I met Tony, I was an extremely poor communicator, whether at home, at work, or socially. Every area of my life was impacted by my multitude of mental health illnesses. Today though, I'm so grateful for Tony's challenge and support on that day, for it allowed me to grow, and it can you too. You may want to think about how going through such a transformation yourself will significantly improve all areas of your life. If I look at the communication area of my life alone, mixed with the confidence, I learned that it becomes natural when you overcome your fears and doubts and realise you can do something you once thought unachievable, and do so repeatedly. In truth, you can start to ooze confidence, which can come across in how you communicate with your family, friends and colleagues. This can also lead to you building more meaningful and purposeful relationships with them. And then, if you genuinely think about that alone, especially if a mental health illness has negatively impacted or even destroyed these once previous loving relationships, who wouldn't want that? A chance to rebuild all of these. So when I look back on that day 6 years ago, I'm grateful to Tony, because making that video alone allowed me to grow. It allowed me today to see that it was a pivotal point in me regaining my confidence, increasing my self-worth and self-esteem, and coming out of my introverted, silent shell. Giving yourself the gift of being coached by Tony is such a priceless experience, and can do for you too what it's done for all his clients and me that I'm blessed to meet. For instance, growing your communication skills alone can lead to you becoming a better listener, and communicator in the workplace, meaning you can achieve more and help others to achieve also along the way. And if you think about that, that's something they're sure to be grateful to you for. On another level, creating such videos can allow you to connect and build relationships with multiple CEOs, industry leaders of big corporations, within industries such as oil and gas, banking and many more all around the globe. Something 6 years ago never even entered my thinking, but today, in reality, it has happened. And for those CEOs and business leaders watching, I'm sure you'll recognise the significant importance communication plays in the success of your teams, projects and businesses. So you may like to imagine the dividends of investing in coaching with someone such as Tony Selimi to awaken your employees to their greatness. I mean, imagine for yourself the multiple improvements it will create in all your employees, such as improved mental health and well-being. And that's something they all value, as well as increased productivity, performance and profits, as all these are interconnected and intertwined with employees and an organisation's mental health and well-being. But on a personal level, seeing what you can achieve with your family is simply stunning. Because as you heal and your confidence grows, you begin the journey of returning to developing your authentic nature. In addition, it can allow you to rebuild the broken relationships of your past, as was my case with my father and my late mother, which was and always will be a most priceless blessing. Because I also know only too well how much damage suffering from a mental illness can cause to your entire family unit, as it once did to mine. Those who resonate with what I share would love to heal their life whilst growing their confidence, self-esteem and self-worth, while simultaneously rebuilding family relationships and opening up doors in their career that they may believe impossible. I highly recommend contacting Tony. Contact Tony to see how he can help you improve your relationships, family, career, business and wealth. You can do so at his website www.tonyselimi.com, or for those ready to take action now, reach out to his team by sending an email to info@tonyselimi.com and book your breakthrough coaching that your future self will thank you for. Lastly, thank you, Tony. Thank you for awakening me to see the power in being both challenged and supported. Something I'm so grateful today to share with you all, and thank you for watching.